Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, good day. My name is Sitiatun. I am the NIN group and my partners are Sylvia Kawulandari and also Maksuna. Here we are going to explain you about affective and personality factors. But before of all, I would like to say sorry because my voice may be unclear and my pronunciation also may be unclear because I am getting sick now and I get trouble in my mouth, guys, so that I am difficult to talk. But other than that, I still struggle to explain you clearly. So without any further ado, let's listen to my explanations. So for the first, what is affective domains? The affective domains is the emotional side of human behavior, and it may be just opposed to the cognitive sides. So in affective domains and personality factors, we are going to study about the human itself. The affective domain is generally assumed to influence as second language acquisitions. Why? You will understand after the whole explanation, guys. Affective factors here refers to the emotional side of human behavior. So here, like what I said, we are going to study about human behavior, feelings, emotions, and etc. So to comprehend the definitions of affective domains, it will be outlined into 5 levels of affectivity. For the first is receiving, responding, valuing, organizations, value system. For the first is receiving. Receiving means a person must be aware of the environment and surrounding them. So we have to know our environment first, and then after that, responding. We give response or actions of what phenomenon happen in our environment, and after that, we are valuing them. In valuing itself, placing worth on a thing, a behavior, or a person. It sometimes refers to characteristic or belief or attitude. So after that, in organizations, you will combine which one is bad and good. Sorry guys for that interruption. Intermezzo. In organizations, we are going to we combine which one is bad or good, either the characteristic or the behavior or attitude or beliefs. And then after that, in value system, we will in value system we can call it as gaya hidup, like that, guys. So we have known which one the bad one and the good one, like that. So we can value by ourselves and we follow which one is the best. Of course, people will do the best for themselves, but sometimes people still so much talking. This should be curhat. Okay, for the next is affective factors in second language acquisitions. So we are talking about second language. Okay, here I will limit you to not limit. I will give you example about second language acquisition is English. So here consider as our second language is language. Okay, English. Okay, for the first factors is self-esteem is probably the most pervasive aspect of any human behavior. It expresses an attitude of approval or disapproval and indicates the extent to which an individual believes himself to be capable, significant, successful, and worthy. So in self-esteem itself, here we believe in ourselves that we are capable, we are successful and worthy to to do something like that. For instance, we choose English, so we believe in ourselves that we are capable in English, like that. And then for the second is attribution theory and self-efficacy. Attribution theory focuses on how people explain the cause of their own success and values. Here, explain doesn't mean we explain to people, to many people about how we successful in our second language, but here we are explaining to ourselves how our effort to study English, like that, how we are success and how we are fail to study that. So we explain to ourselves first, so that next we maybe we can explain others to give motivation, maybe. But here we are talking about ourselves first, yeah. And then for the second is self-efficacy. If a learner feels he or she is capable of carrying out a given task, in other words, a high sense of self-efficacy, an appropriate degree of effort may be devoted to achieving success. So in self-efficacy is the high level of self-esteem. For instance, in self-esteem, just now we believe that we can do something. So in self-efficacy, when we have belief in ourselves that we are capable of carrying a given task, for the example, like just now is English. If we feel that we are capable to study English, so our effort must be more to achieve our successfulness, like that. And then for the next is willingness to communicate, an underlying continuum representing the predisposition toward or away from communicating given a choice. So here, guys, willingness to communicate is sometimes like me myself, my environment is Madurist. When I will talk English, so people will like underestimating, like that, guys, like kayak gimana ya, ya apaan sih so Inggris banget, like that. For the example is like that. So our willingness to communicate will appear, so that here the willingness to communicate is the idea that language students who are willing to communicate in the second language actively look for a chance to communicate. So if me myself, because here are the most people are Madurist, and moreover is mountain, right, guys, so they are not, like they feel it is not important to study second language, moreover English, like that, guys. So that when I want to talk English, I have to look for a chance to talk that. Like for instance, I talk to my auntie, when my auntie and my cousin are together, maybe when my auntie asks something, for instance, to me, and then I have to explain, but she still do not understand. In our di tengah-tengah percakapan kita, like guys, I use English, like for example, nanti talk oh jadi gini, then it is wrong, so I will say no, not like that, so my auntie will understand. For instance, she's wrong, so like that, guys, like that. And then for the next is inhibition. Inhibition refers to a temperamental tendency to display wariness, fearfulness, or restraint in response to unfamiliar people, sorry guys, just typo. Why should be two the people? No, only one. Objects and situations. And those their defenses are lower. Those with weaker self-esteem maintains walls of inhibition to protect what is self-perceived to be a weak of or fragile ego or lack of self-confidence in situation or text. Nah, kalau tadi yang self-efficacy is the development of self-esteem. So here I think inhibitions is the high level of willingness to communicate. So here from the definitions, inhibitions refers to a temperamental tendency to display wariness, fearfulness, and also maintain walls of inhibition to protect what is self-perceived to be weak and lack of self-confidence. So here guys, in inhibitions there will be we are our willingness to communicate. For instance, like English, we are studying about English, we are afraid, we are scared that we will be fail or we will not be successful to study about that. So we our confidence, if we are like in our confidence to study about language acquisitions, it will be our lack to get our purpose, and then our aim. For instance, like what I said, I give you English studying, English learning. For instance, we are like in our confidence to talk, to communicate. We it will be our our first our fail like that guys, first fails of ours like that. So if we for the in inhibition itself like this guys, for instance, inhibition like this, it means the high level of willingness to communicate. So in willingness is kecemasan, right? For instance, inhibition is the penghambat like that. So if we are cemas, it will be hambatan of ourselves to be successful like that guys. Do you understand? I hope that so. So if you have questions, you can ask to our group next. Perhaps, maybe, God willing, I will explain you clearly. And then for the next is restaking. So in restaking will be explained by my partner, she's Miss Sylvia Eka. So that's all from me. Until I say thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.